What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Private Label Masters course by Tim Sanders. Tim is an Amazon FBA private label seller who did over $10 million in sales last year. And basically his course sets out to teach you how to do the same. A little bit about me. I'm also an Amazon FBA private label seller, and just last month I did over $100,000 in sales. First and foremost, I'm not an affiliate. So if after this review you go out and buy his course, I'm not going to get any type of compensation in any way. Tim actually doesn't offer affiliates that I'm aware on his courses. He does it all organically, and there's a really good reason for that. And we'll get to that a little bit later. So I just hit on some numbers with you guys. Tim shows his numbers all the time. You can go and look him up. I'm sure you can find it on Facebook or in a YouTube video. But I said my numbers, and I would never say those without showing them to you. So let me bring up my Amazon Seller Central. See if we can get that in focus there. We'll refresh it. And right up there in the corner, you can see 103.7. So over $100,000 in the last 30 days. And I've done that for the past few months now. And I've only been doing this for right around a year. Any guru out there who, doesn't show their numbers or skirts that question is probably a liar. All right, so basically, how did I get started? How did I find Tim? I got interested in Amazon FBA. I ended up taking a course from another guru that I found on YouTube, and my first product failed. It was actually a restricted product. After 3 days up, it got taken down. All of my inventory was in their warehouse. Basically, long story short, I lost $5,000. And during that resetting period, I found Tim, who I thought seemed very professional and put together and super knowledgeable. And I ended up biting the bullet and buying his course, which is expensive. It's expensive, but I said, I think I can follow this guy, and I hope this is worth it. So I took his course from start to finish, and it is super in-depth. It's from A to Z. Everything that you need is in the course from start to finish. He will talk about and show you how to do everything. So if you have any concerns about that, it's all in there. And if it's not, he has a super great Facebook group, private one, only for course members, that you'll be a part of, and you can definitely get your questions answered there. I'm not going to go through the modules one by one, but basically he goes super in depth on some really, really important things, and talks about strategies that I just would have never conceptualized or thought up on my own that set you up for success. Things like product research, things that you should be looking for, just so much more in depth than anyone else, and really, really sets you up for success in that category. Also with packaging and customer experiences and getting reviews. He is top notch, and I've never seen any other Amazon teacher, guru, or whatever you want to call him out there go in depth as he does, or have the strategies that he teaches to you. And they've been invaluable to me. They really have. After going through his course and learning his strategies for advertising and PPC and listing optimization and product sourcing and everything, I found great personal success in my business, and it's continuing to scale, and I'm continuing to scale it, and it's going great. I owe a lot of that success to Tim. Not all of it, a good amount is also my own personal drive and willing to take some risks, because starting a business, that's what you got to do. But without Tim, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So having the level of success that I have had, friends, family, people that I'm talking to often get interested in doing Amazon FBA private labeling. And the first thing that I tell them is to get Tim's course. And I'll tell you guys the same thing. I highly recommend the course, and it can seem expensive, but you got to remember here, you're starting a business. If you were starting an auto mechanic shop or a pizza shop down the street, you wouldn't think twice about investing, a couple $1,000s into your business to help you make sure that it runs properly and make sure that you have all the knowledge and education that you need. And that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get from this course. On top of the course itself, you have the Facebook group, which has sellers maybe like you just starting out, who are going through the course, and also sellers like me and sellers who do much bigger numbers than I do. There are quite a few over $1 million a year sellers, including myself, in the group. Generally, every post in the group I've seen has been answered by people like me and also Tim. He is super responsive in the Facebook group and definitely gives you that feeling of personal mentorship. And then every week, he also does a live stream that is pretty long and super in depth. And he always comes in with new information and new strategies and different things that he is researching. I do believe that he's part of many high-level groups and courses for multi-million-dollar sellers, and some of that information, you don't see anywhere else, and he brings it back to the group and tells us about it, and it's been invaluable to me. Lastly, I'll leave you guys with this. I've often had people ask me if I would do my own course, and maybe that is something in the future for me, but here's the bottom line. I know that as far as quality and content, I wouldn't really be able to compete with Tim. And honestly, I wouldn't want to. The amount of effort that he puts into the course is astronomical. He's super good at delegating, and he has a super great team who help him with all aspects of his business. But to me, it really feels like he pours his heart and soul into the course and the group. And that's where he focuses a lot of his effort, and it really shows. So what can I say to wrap this up? I highly recommend the course. Look past the price tag and buy it only if you're serious about doing Amazon FBA, private labeling, and you want to succeed. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for listening.